So this is Eagle River, Alaska. I'm on top of the shop right now. You guys ready for this bowl? I'm nervous. Look at all this snow. We've had a record snow year here in Eagle River, Anchorage, Matsu Valley area. Yay! Now it's time to turn number 2 bowl. There it is. Now, I just realized that my depth here between this accent strip is, it's almost a full 1/8 too high right here. So I'm gonna have to trim this thing up a little bit and square it up. Especially after the last one, really seeing how the accent strips, you know, their position on each one of the corners of that bowl. I think this bowl actually might come out a little bit better because this Purple Heart accent strip isn't faded in with the same color from dark to light with Purple Heart. It's strictly a high contrasting accent strip. So I'm pretty excited to see how this one goes. Now, one thing I didn't really explain in the other video is that when I took the pieces and I glued them together, and then I made 3, 4, and 5 ply plywood, and just like plywood, the next like pieces that I glued on top, they actually went perpendicular. So the grain was running across the next plywood grain. So just like plywood being really stable, especially something like Baltic birch, these grains running across each other, they're fighting each other when they shrink and expand, they're pushing and pulling. So that really helps having less wood movement on the accent pieces to create a more stable block. Now I do have the full build on making this block on the previous video. I'll link it here. Okay, now here's why I'm so nervous. I made 2 of these bowl blanks. Big square block, turning it into a 3-corner bowl. Now this one came out amazing. I was super nervous with this as well. This is my first bowl I turned 30 years ago in advanced wood in 8th grade. This is my 12th bowl that I've done. So you can see why, you know, 12 bowls over the past 4 years is a little bit sketchy. So I went ahead testing a bunch of the new bowl gouges, the different angles, still trying to figure all that out. I just did two bowls, but we need to get after it. I've been putting this out for a few days. Time to make some sawdust. Now I just found this. I should have used this on the last bowl. It's a live center for the tailstock, and with this piece right here, this should be able to sit in real nicely so that it finds its center while I make my tendon. So I did have quite a few people on the last video talk about, you know, why can't I split this into 2 bowls and get 2 bowls out of it? So getting 2 small bowls from here to here, they would just be super, super shallow. Can you imagine if this block came off at 700 RPM and hit you in the face or the head? That would sure hurt. My good wood turning buddy, he actually suits up in full hockey gear. I have yet to see it, but he says when he does something sketchy like this, he'll suit up in full hockey gear. The main objective here is to get the tenon on and the live tailstock on and get this thing as secure as possible, as fast as possible, before really getting into turning it. We got the tenon in, the chuck is secure. We got the live end here on the tailstock in, a little more secure. So I do the blue tape on the first 3 corners. So I need to turn through the blue tape and get to the red tape. So I am having a little bit of an issue with it blowing out on the end grain. So like this is face grain right here and this is end grain, and where this end grain meets this accent grain, you know, because this is going a different direction, it's really wanting to chip out there. So other than that, it's looking good. So we're just going to sand through it and flip her around. Okay, so that came out really good, and my distance from my main block to my accent is right on. Keep hitting that. So I need to get rid of all of this and turn this into a bowl from here deep. So this is going to be a huge waste. I don't have a coring system. I'm going to try this. It might be a little bit dangerous. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. Okay, I won't do that again like that. That was sketchy. You guys talked me into it in the last video. All that for that little piece. I don't know if that was worth it. Cool little piece though. Somebody brought me dinner. Say hi.
Hi.
You growing up?
Yeah.
Who's that? Are you getting big?
Yeah.
How big are you? Are you this big? And that's how you mess it up. Woo! She pulled off of the top a little. I think we're there. you know, this little X-Tool laser engraver has actually been really nice. They have these leg extensions, and I should probably get a couple of more, but you know, I just shim it up to get the height for the bowl. Well, the second bowl made it. Can't tell you how nervous I was about that. You know, being that I had already finished the first bowl and released that video and shown the whole build process and that I was gonna make this one, at least it came out pretty good. But I'm curious, at the end here, we'll do the reveal. I'm really curious if you like this one or the previous one better. This little base, I mean, so we're going to be doing a Sam Maloof style finish, which is like your own mixture of a natural Danish oil. I've shown it in some other videos. This does have a UV inhibitor in there. So now that we got the Purple Heart light popped and it's nice and vibrant, we want to keep that for as long as possible. So 4 coats over 4 days. Let that cure for a week. I really appreciate you guys being here. Please consider subscribing. I get a ton of emails and questions about the tools that I use. I have all the affiliate links down below in the description. My products can also be found on chrisdevo.com. So one thing I haven't mentioned here on YouTube, I have been putting in some work on my Patreon. So all the behind the scenes footage, stuff that isn't posted on any of my social media, the full build projects like this, while they're happening, just a lot of behind the scenes footage. So if you guys are interested in supporting me in another way there, that'd be great. Really appreciate you guys being here. We'll see you on the next one.